was born in New York to an Italian mother and German father. My grandmother was born in Sicily and immigrated here in 1938. I learned a lot about Sicily, her Sicily, through her stories. But I was fortunate that my parents brought me to Sicily every summer. My first trip there was when I was 2. And it was actually my mother's first trip there. She had always resisted going. She was very resistant to her Sicilian roots. And we took this trip there in 1980, and since then we went back every summer and made very strong bonds with all my cousins and lots of friends in the town. One day I realized that I needed something to recreate the smells of Sicily, the feeling of Sicily while I was here. So at home, around maybe 12, 13 years old, I started cooking. The passion started almost out of necessity, out of melancholy and a sadness of missing the island so much, and that was the way that I was able to keep it alive while I was here. Two years ago, I opened Pastai. I was looking for something that would, a way to introduce to a younger crowd, and based it more on southern Italy in general. My Neapolitan grandpa got some of his favorite dishes on the menu as well, because it's a family place, so it only made sense that I mixed my own southern Italian recipes in on the menu. I like to not only represent Sicily through the dishes, but I also like to host events that are in line with Sicilian holidays. For example, we just had a feast for St. Joseph's Day, just to transmit the culture of Sicily in additional ways, because I don't think it's only through the dish. The idea with the design of Pastai was inspired with two really great designers. One, he's from Milan, Daniele Pollettini. So he was doing the logos and all the design of the graphics, and said, we need to find a way that expresses what your grandmother did and what you learned from her, and so you can feel tradition but also make it modern. So it's basically representing what the food is in the design. So we did more modern colors, or more contemporary, let's say, with the grays and the whites in the dining room. But then we added things like all the photographs from i-Nadi that are, so they're from the i-Nadi archives in Firenze, of all the different photographs from pasta making, the process of the growing of the wheat and the harvest and the making of the pasta. That's where all the photographs in the main dining room come from. In this back room, which is a small room for private events or for larger families, I put my own family pictures. The farmer at the Manna factory, he handed me a map, and it was of all the slow food ingredients that are preserved or under the Presidio slow food in Sicily. So I looked at each one and I said, wow, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of the anchovy called masculina from Catania and this one. So I said to myself, you need to start really learning. And then I was in journalism school, and I realized that I wanted to represent Sicily as in book form. And that's how it started.
My name is Mario. I know Melissa a very long time, it's like 2001. We meet each other, like we work together. We started to work together, like in one restaurant, it's Organica, and we start working for there. We come in the kitchen and we see each other, like the ideas we have together. So we start making, like now in this restaurant, Eolo, a new kind of recipes, trying to keep a standard like in the Sicilian food. We every day change the specials in our restaurant, so we're trying to introduce a new kind of food, keeping the standard of Sicilian food. We try to every week to make a very nice and fresh dishes. Today I will make octopus with eggplant and a little bit of botarga, and it's a little fresh for this. It's coming summer, so we want to have something people will love it. Today I will make the octopus. It's gonna have a little bit of the eggplant cream. It has to be a little bit of fresh porcini that we just get fresh. So we want to make that one with a little bit of botarga. We got a little bit of cucuzza to make a sweet on it, and then it has a little bit of more ingredients that will pull it up, the flavor of the dish, like fennel pollen. We have also la salt, making from olive dust. So all these ingredients combined is gonna make my dish. I start to love Italian food because for me the flavor of just eat a little bit of garlic with olive oil, a little bit of tomatoes and spaghetti is like so much give it to you, like the experience, like when you get the knowledge to get that flavors together and you enjoy it. For me, that's what I start to love Italian. Give me the pasta to learn how is to understand food. So that's what I start to love it, to cook.